Good, y'all? It's your boy Big Renzo here with a video. First, I want to give a shout out to Fishkeeping Jamaica for making this possible. I want to talk about the top 5 algae eaters, in my opinion. Remember, my opinion. It's different strokes for different folks. It's different fish may do different things in different tanks, which I've learned over my time of fish keeping. Some fish may do something in someone else's tank that it may not do in another. But like I said, these are my 5. Fish that I've used in over the years is Dojo Loach. Dojo Loach does a good job in getting rid of algae on the tank, on the sides, on rocks, wherever you may have algae. The things don't stop eating. They eat until they just be fat, sitting in the corner. I'm not even kidding you. The next fish that I use a lot is Cory Catfish. The Cory Catfish, the same thing. They're constantly on the glass. They're always on the bottom. They're always on the rocks, plants, whatever you may have in your tank that may accumulate algae. They pretty good and they handle their business. One more thing that I use, not really a fish, but ghost shrimp. Ghost shrimp does a very good job. I've been using ghost shrimp actually the longest, and they're constantly eating things. I mean, you can't have one, of course. You gotta have 5 to 10 of them if you want to see any change, really. So I go with those are those three that I use, and another one that I use that a lot of people might not even think, but it's the crawfish, man. Believe it or not, crawfish, they go hard. They scrape the glass. They constantly eating. They eat it off the rocks, etc., etc. And they also fun to look at, to be honest. And then, of course, minnows, rosy red minnows, fatheads, whatever whatever you can get a hold of. They do a good job with that as well. And I use those quite a bit actually. And they're a good fish to use if you want to cut down on your algae. And another fish that don't stop eating, that constantly is on the tank, we all know the common pleco. Oh, that sounds really mysterious, nah, but they do though. The common pleco, does a really good job, even though they get massive. So, kind of want to have a pond or a big tank for them. But those are my 5, man. No particular order, just what I use. And shout out again to Raleigh, man. Fishkeeper Jamaica, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity, bro. Until next time, man, I'm up out of here. Gone.